is pretty much the guy who's been kind of the Square Enix mastermind,
right?
Taking their translations from crap to excellent.
Yeah. I mean, Alex O. Smith is like some sort of master's from Harvard or something. I mean,
yeah, I mean, he's an amazing wordsmith. He totally is, but he's not the only like person at Square Enix with a master's in middle English.
And some people claim that he's the only guy who can do localization well, but I mean, there are plenty of guys out there who can.
No, they just happen to have like a great resource in that particular group of people, and they utilize them well.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to finally playing Final Fantasy Tactics and understanding what's happening. I figure I can play the Japanese version and probably have a clearer sense of the story than from the English.
What if you make like an Alexander Smith JavaScript tool that would just like run through thesaurus.com and get like ensanguined rude and whatnot?
Yeah, but you'd have to get a script that actually knows a lot about mythology and other cultures and history. That would be a pretty damn smart JavaScript, I'd have to say.
Yeah, I was reading the interview with him, and he was saying, like, when he did Vagrant Story with Richard Amtower, who's at
That's
Nintendo,
the other one, yeah.
He's at Nintendo. Richard Amtower apparently has a degree in Middle English.
Yeah, that's...
And he apparently was telling Alex O. Smith, like, no, this is how you gotta do it. So, yeah, I think Nintendo guys tend to fly under the radar a little more than Alex O. Smith. But
where was the interview? Where you guys?
I saw it linked on the internet.
Yeah,
but I don't remember exactly where it was.
You just Google it, you'll find it. Somehow.
I don't think they need to go any further than they already are at this point. I mean, I'm just thrilled that it's not like, "But thou must," said the king. Honestly, it's
not Dragon Warrior English.
No,
I know.
It's actually
he actually does it in semi-Shakespearean English.
I know, that's great, and you don't really need to get any more authentic
except
than
without
that.
the iambic pentameter, so it reads normally instead of da 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 da. Yeah. But I'm looking forward to the English version of that whenever they decide to come out with it. And then there are all kinds of rumors circulating around the Square Enix party this week, which is actually why we're not doing the Square Enix WTF episode, because Kohler's off over there schmoozing with the Japanese people, and
you're like you're all Black Fairy about it. I didn't get invited. I'm gonna like kill you.
Oh, I did get invited.
Oh, did you?
I just couldn't afford to go.
Oh no, that's a little.
That makes it even worse.
I know. It's like tantalizingly close. The grapes being pulled from my grasp.
There's a lot of crazy shit going on over there.
Yeah, but I've heard rumors of a Final Fantasy IV 3D remake for DS, which a little too soon since the GBA game came out 2 years ago. Less than that, actually. That's a little overkill.
Well, at least it's not like a farmed out to Korean sprite upgrade or whatever.
Oh, it could very well be farmed out to Koreans or Tosei or someone
or China.
Yeah, I mean, there's like this whole vast range of contractors that they probably work with.
There was that one internet video. It's like something like how video game localization works. And it was just like that 3-second clip of Street Fighter going, India!
I didn't see that, but that's pretty funny.
It was literally like 3 seconds long.
Actually, for a little bit, apparently Sega was outsourcing their localization to India and apparently weren't satisfied with the results. So hopefully that won't be happening at any other companies anytime soon.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And there's also, they've actually formally announced something called Final Fantasy Dissidia for PSP, which I've heard rumors of a Final Fantasy All-Stars video game for a while.
I've heard those same rumors.
That would be for PSP, so I'm kind of guessing this might be it, because the logo has Shiva and Ifrit, which is like, what does that tell you? It's
Nothing.
Every Final Fantasy.
It's got elements in it.
Yeah. Fire versus Ice. Oh, there was a video game called Fire and Ice. Maybe it's a Final Fantasy remake of that puzzle game. Or not. But I guess by the time this podcast goes out, we'll know for certain.
I remember Fire and Ice. That was one with like Grandma and the kids around. It's like, Grandma, tell us the story of the little fucking kid who plays puzzle games all day. I love that one. And then you die on the first board and shut it off.
I think I missed that one, but it sounds kind of awesome, actually.
Yeah, no.
I'll have to check it out.
It'll be better with voice acting.
Hello, ROM Nation.
You actually used a ROM site URL. You're always bitching me out for talking about emulation, but I've never gone that far.
It was flippant.
You don't have to snip that. We could get some porn site names in there while we're at it.
Like Pokeporn.com? I was really disappointed that that's not real.
Oh, yeah. Jeez, thank you.
Well, actually, I'm not really disappointed.
That doesn't exist? Really?
It does exist. Someone's registered it, but it just links to like Pokemon sites. It's one of those.
It's just
URLs.
a portal thing.
There is Pokemon porn on the internet.
Well, no shit.
Yeah.
I mean, since before there was an
Sharky
internet,
was the one who
probably.
introduced me to it, actually.
Am I? I'm
With
sorry.
your Pokemon Orgy art that you posted a long time ago on Solid Sharky.
Oh, I don't even
remember
remember.
that.
Oh, right. Yeah, I do remember that.
There was a Tentacruel doing something cruel.
Oh,
to
it was
someone.
great in every way. It was so
Wasn't it a
adorable.
Jigglypuff?
There were like the thing is there were no
Possibly.
genitals present, but it was just explicit.
It was like the
enough. I mean,
Disney
everybody
orgy.
had a
No,
great
actually, the
face
Disney
going.
orgy actually had the Bollywood Disney orgy actually did have genitals exposed. So this was a much more subtle. It was family friendly, but at the same time, very not.
Was Mr. Mime in there at all, mixing it up?
Boy, I don't remember.
My favorite one is the one with like a Tangela or something molesting the shit out of a Jigglypuff with like a little heart over it,
Yeah.
and it says copyright 2000 Nintendo. It was actually their art.
Valentine card. Yeah.
And I got a nasty letter from them telling me to remove any reference to Pikachu and sex or whatever. It was like, you do realize that that's not like my art. You guys did that. Okay, fine. You got me. I framed that.
So, any other retro news?
No, I think that's it.
Good. Let's talk about Mana.